Yes, what's going on YouTube? The Map Flip here. So, after the announcements of the Sims 4 expansion, the island living, or actually, you know what? I don't think I actually caught what the actual title was. I am a Sims 4 player, and it's just frustrating. Think about it, what the Sims game has become. I mean, let's start off. The Sims 4 in idea had a cool concept with the idea that you could multitask, which was cool and all. But because they did that, they decided to basically shrink everything else, or what's it called? Streamline everything else. I think that's the proper term, streamline everything else. So everything looks shorted because when the Sims 4 originally came out back in, what, 4 or 5 years ago, actually, I'm sorry, I don't even know the exact date when the Sims 4 came out. It was 2014 per se. But anyways, they cut out a lot of stuff. The pools, a lot of things. It was an open world, too many loading screens. And now, thanks to over the years of improvement and expansion packs, they tried to do a better job. And for me as a Sims player in general, one thing I'm just gonna say straight up, I didn't like what they did in Sims 4. One, I didn't like the fact that you could not pick random traits. I mean, I like the idea of random traits. I mean, I get it. You as a player wants to pick your, when you create your own sim, of course you want to put your own personality traits. But after you create your own sim, like for someone like me, for example, I play generations down. Like, I create a family, or actually I start off with myself, right? I create me, I give my traits and whatever, and then you play the game, you go to work, you do whatever, blah blah, you do whatever it is that you want to do, and then you get married, you have a kid. And now I get it, for some people it is a cool idea to pick your own traits, but for me it's kind of annoying because it just stalls the game. Or sometimes when I go to other expansions where it literally takes you out of there, because like I said, you age and the characters age, which is cool because other people in your town ages, so that's really awesome. What I didn't like is when I do this stuff, my kids will not age because it would pause whatever their transformation is, aging, say from like baby to toddler, or from toddler to teenager, or that idea concept, and it pauses and literally waits for you to come back so you can pick its traits. And I think to myself, why can't we just have it random? Because I would just like to turn it off, because I keep tired of having kids and I gotta pick their traits all the time. Why can't they just have random traits? That was my first complaint, because I know they had that in the last Sims game where they could pick the traits. But this one, I wish they could just generate the traits so I could just play it instead of just, I gotta come back and figure out what traits will match. And plus, it's boring, like when you can pick it all the time. I mean, I wish they had that option where you can turn it off. I get it. If you want to create your own Sims, I get it. You want to give them their own traits. But the point is, once you get past your stage and go down and down, because me personally, that's the way I play. I go down, generation to generation. So I'm playing like families deep, and I'm just annoyed that I got to keep picking traits. Or what's annoying too is sometimes it's weird because, playing more than one person in a household is a lot. Say you play 3, 4 or more Sims in your household, the game's slow as hell basically. To me, it's slow. It's like it doesn't go by that quickly because, like I said, I like to play generations down, so it just takes forever kind of deal. It's just weird. I'm just sitting there thinking things out. It slows it down, and what's worse too is in the previous Sims game you can kick your Sims out. Like for example, say like you get a divorce, for example, right? Whoever, you can kick them out and they'll move. This game, for you to do that, you gotta basically move your whole family. Or the idea is, oh yeah, you gotta pick another household and you can ship it if they're playing it. Because like I said, if you're only a person that likes to play only one family, it's hard to kick out people. And the thing is, like I said, man, you don't want to have that many people to control. Even when the pets I thought was annoying because it just made it more complicated to control, and it kind of drags it. Your days drag because, like I said, you just play it like a day-to-day basis. For me personally, that's the way I play. And to me, it just drags the game personally. It's just drives me nuts. And I like that, the traits thing, the fact that you can't keep people out. I mean, those are a few things I got annoyed with in Sims 4. And plus, too, like I said, man, with the Sims 5 on its way, which is probably what, a year away, maybe. Who knows? Sims 5 is probably not even a year away. It could be the end of this year, or actually, it could be 2020 or maybe 2021. But the point is, a Sims 5's coming out. I'm thinking in my head, what else can you do? Because I mean, there's only so much you can do for a game that's basically all ages. I mean, I wish they can do some crazy shit in this game I realize it can't because the target demographic, and it's kind of sucks because you would think that what they could do in this game, and you realize, nah, damn it, this game's all ages. I mean, there's certain things that could have been done. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about all the unnecessary stuff, but I'm just saying that there's some crazy things they could do in this game, but they can't because of what your demographic audience for the game, because the game is basically all ages. So it's like, I know they have creative ideas at EA. It's just that they gotta hold it back because you figure, oh, it's a target audience. That's why when you see these modes, because one of the coolest things, it's not really the Sims itself. It's just the idea of people creating the modes, because that's the most awesomest thing ever. Is the fact that because it's on a PC, people create their own mods and stuff, and when they create their own mods and put it in the game, and you see people using their mods and stuff, it makes the game so much crazy and creative, because it's not what you call that, contained or controlled or whatever, that the freedom of that, because that's what makes the game more awesome, is the fact that people creating mods and you just do crazy things. Like, for example, one mod was, for example, in Sims 2 was about the vampire attacking, right? Because in the Sims 2 the idea is you gotta friend the vampire and stuff, and if you have high influence on the vampire, friends with the vampire, you can do stuff. But if not, this mode, for some reason I turned my whole town into vampires, so I thought that was crazy. Some of the modes in this game that people create, like other people create, not in the game but people create, are totally awesome. The actual stuff in this game, like I said, because it is all ages, it's just it's, I don't know what to say, man. It's just, like I said, man, sometimes I wonder why I still play this game. It's weird playing it from the original Sims, Sims 2, Sims 3, Sims 4. I mean, actually, you know what? There's some other praise I should say in this game, actually, for Sims 4. I mean, they did some great things, but the other thing too, what annoyed me about Sims 4 was the fact that, for example, I kick my kid out. The point is that they don't reproduce or actually have family of their own. They just, hell, they don't even get a job. It's weird. It's like your Sims in general. If you ever just let your Sims play and don't even, don't bother tell it, just because it has its free will, so you just let it do whatever. You realize it just eats a lot. They like to eat. They like to eat, and for some odd reason, they don't ever want to go to work. It's weird. Just let your Sim play. They have a job. They don't want to go to work. They don't want to go to school. They do other crazy shit except doing what you want them to do. So eventually, you gotta tell them, hey, go to work. Hey, gotta go to school. Somehow, hey, use the bathroom. No, seriously, I'm amazed that you let them do like it's crazy that it's funny. Just let them do their own things and imagine crazy things. Like, for example, I don't know if it was this Sims game or was it Sims 3, where I remember I went to work. I had a nanny babysitting my kid. He's basically the nanny, I guess, had poor cooking skills, set it on fire, she burned to death, and my kid was taken away. I don't know how the hell that happened. My kid gets taken away because I'm at work, I had a nanny, and the freaking nanny caught on fire. That's just some crazy stuff. I mean, not only that, the nanny caught on fire. I mean, what's that other expansion, this year's expansion? I'm sorry, not this year's expansion, but the expansion for the Sims 4, I think it's called the laundry one. And every time, it's weird because, you have the maid or butler or somebody do laundry, they get set on fire, and it's weird because I killed so many Sims that way. I was like, this is some crazy shit for a game that's supposed to be, PG-13 or rated G for all ages, and it's just some crazy stuff that this game does. I mean, it's crazy. People get set on fire because, I mean, I got so many Sims killed, not on purpose, because, you see on Sims videos where, there's so many ways to die in the Sims game, but in this game in general, man, just dying by electricity, just trying to catch caught on fire, nobody's there to save them. People die. I had so many butlers die because I keep putting a butler, they keep dying. It's just, some of that crazy shit is nuts. I mean, that's the kind of stuff, crazy stuff I was expecting in a Sims game. But obviously, in general, in all age games, you shouldn't really have that. But it's crazy, though. And it's just, like, nuts. And it's just weird. And, like, some of my other complaints, because I was trying to think of my other complaints in this Sims game. Because, like I said, man, not having random traits, especially, too, like I said, especially when you have kids. Like I said, when you go down the line, them not having, you got to always keep picking aspirations, picking their traits. It's, like, annoying. I just want to turn it off. Also, too, like I said, moving people out. You should be able to kick people out, not just have them, that you just kick them out and they just will repeat it on the screen, not just fucking, oh yeah, you got to move your whole family. What's the point of moving my whole family? You didn't do it in the other games. That's why I said it's weird how they change certain things and, they streamline everything. And that's why, like I said, in the new expansion, the Island Life one, Or actually, I should go back to Island. It looks cool. Don't get me wrong. It looks cool. It's just when I saw the pre-order say $40, I'm like, greedy bastards at EA, man. What's sad is, obviously, I'm probably gonna pay $40. It sucks, but I hope it's gonna be worth $40. Because let's be honest, the only expansion was really worth $40 was probably the most popular one is Sim Season. What they did Sim Season in general is probably worth the $40, but every other expansion, I cannot see it worth $40. I mean, it's just crazy. Or even those game packs were $9. I mean, I know we had Strangerville. Strangerville was cool idea, concept. I mean, I know it was only $10, but still, I was like, that wasn't a lot. And plus, like they said, like any of those other ones, you play it one time and you don't play the game. So I wasted $10 just for one thing that I will not ever play again. So I don't know. That sounds like a waste of money. That's why this island living. Don't get me wrong. It sounds cool in theory. It's just, is this really $40? That's the $1,000,000 question to me. Like, is this worth $40? I mean, it's cool that, yeah, your sim can play on another island. You can do things. I don't know about this whole ecosystem thing. I'm like, you know, I would think that they could do some crazier things than that, but I guess, I don't know, man. I just hope it's worth $40. But then what I thought was cool is the idea of, they said they were announcing, what was that, EA, whatever that thing event was called, or some people showed, was the idea of the Sims Magic. Hopefully that one, I hope they do a good job like how they did Sims Vampire. Because Sims Vampire, to me, I like that idea, what they can do. I hope, if it is magic, I hope they do some crazy things, and hopefully they go for it, man. I mean, I don't want to spend might be $10 maybe, because I'm pretty sure those smaller packs are going to be $10, and the big expansion obviously is $40. The small expansion is, you know, the smaller EPs, I guess, is $10. And I'm like, I'm sorry, not EP, LPs, or whatever they want to call it. The stuff for packs are really $10, and the actual expansion is $40. And it's just crazy to know that the Magic one, if they can do some crazy things with it, I hope it's not just simple things, because, you know, the idea of magic and witchcraft, or an idea, you think so, you can do so many crazy things, and I'm hoping in this game they actually let us do crazy things, because if not, I'm just gonna have to wait for a game mode, or somebody create a game mod, and I'm pretty sure they'll do crazy shit, because I've seen game mods where they do some crazy shit. And that's why I said, you gotta give credit to a lot of these game players or game creators that has their own game mods that you can have a chance to put in, especially in a PC. Because what's making this cool, like I said, in a PC game you can put these mods in the game, and it just makes your game so much fun. Like, it's more fun playing that than actual base game, because the base game itself is like, this is boring. I've been playing this for years. I've been playing the original Sims, or whenever people actually started the Sims, you know, and you realize, damn, this game is addictive. But with some of these crazy mods, you can do some crazy stuff. And besides that, I just hope it's worth it. I hope that island thing's worth it. Sad I'm gonna pay $40. God damn it, I don't even know if that's gonna be worth $40. It's crazy, and I don't know. Hopefully it'll be good. Anyways, I guess that's it about me ranting about The Sims 4. Hopefully there's some hope. And if there's a Sims 5, man, I would like to say what I would like to say about Sims 5. But like I said, man, I guess depending on how old you are and how old you are playing this game, it's just that depends. Because in general, the Sims game in general is an all ages game. Like, that part sucks, because there's only so much they can do. I mean, I would love to see them do more, because one thing that does piss me off about EA straight up is the fact that they claim that their games cost $100 million to make a game. Somebody, please, even in EA, somebody cannot honestly tell me the Sims, any of these Sims game, is $100 million to make. That's really hard to believe a game like The Sims would cost $100 million to make. But who knows? Like, comment, subscribe. We out there. YouTube. Aloha.